The story about the time a fan got plastic surgery and then hooked up with two idols because one of them ignored her. Bro, it's a lot. Backstory. There's this girl named Miu. Miu is a fan of idols, and her bias is Sakuma, who's in Hi Hi Jets. And Hi Hi Jets is a juniors group, so step below fully debuted idol, but we'll call him an idol for the sake of the story. And idols take public transit in Japan. So Miu and her friend saw her bias, Sakuma, at the train station, and she was like recording him. She had like her phone basically in his face, recording him, asking him about his day, where he was going, and he kind of brushed her off, like not rude, but doesn't really want to engage because she's literally like in his face, like, oh, why are you mad at me? And kind of like badgering him. After their interaction, she got in her head that he was treating her coldly because she was ugly. So she got a bunch of plastic surgery. Now with her newfound face after her plastic surgery, I don't think she was ugly before, but she has a very different look about her now. She decided to come up with this convoluted plan and asked her friend, who happens to be like a friends with benefits situation with a member of the group, and asked her friend to introduce her to her friends with benefits. Their friends with benefits is Rio. Rio and Miu meet, and I don't know how it happened. She ended up seducing him, and then she like they kind of low-key start dating. They went on vacations together. It seems to be like more than a friends with benefits situation. And Rio seemed to be pretty serious about her. Let it be known this is not her bias. Her bias is Sakuma. He then convinces Rio, the guy that she is now seeing, to introduce her to the members of the group. But she also wanted to keep the fact that they were dating on the DL, so she's just like, oh, introduce me as a friend. So then he does. Miyu now gets to meet her bias, Sakuma. Sakuma does not recognize her because she had so much work done, so he's not uncomfortable. He's also meeting her as a friend of a friend slash groupmate, so I guess the interaction is very different. I don't know how it happened, but she also seduced him. I'm very unsure of the timeline of the escalation of all of this, how much time it's passed, but she ends up hooking up with Sakuma. Rio finds out. He then tells Sakuma that he is serious about Miyu, and Sakuma then blocks Miyu's number. And then there's this whole other fan that gets involved. And this other fan, she reaches out to Miyu on Instagram. This fan like figured everything out on her own, like figured out that Miyu was the one sleeping with these members and like confronted her, but like not really on Instagram, by pretending to be an ex of Rio. She gave Miyu this whole story about how she used to sleep with Rio, and I don't know, Miyu got comfortable, and then Miyu started sending this now fan who was pretending to be Rio's ex of photos of Miyu and Rio in bed, and Sakuma like drunk. And noted, I didn't mention Sakuma at this time was like 16, and Miyu's 18, and Rio is 18, 17 or 18. Either way, underage drinking all around. The fan that was pretending to be the jilted ex gets upset about everything because, you know, your idols who you put on pedestals are not acting professionally, and she did not take that well. So then she leaked the photos of Miyu, Sakuma, and Rio. And this caused a whole tizzy in the fandom where fans are trying to figure out that this is actually the members, and they're like, oh no, that's not him, that doesn't look like him, this is someone else. And the company did end up confirming that yes, that is Sakuma and Rio, and they were put on suspension. Miyu ended up going on Instagram Live and telling her side of the story, and she also said that she had more photos of the members and that she knew all these secrets about the company and these secrets about the members. Then she ended up apologizing after she received a bunch of threats from fans, and she went like away for a while, and Rio and Sakuma were suspended for a bit, but then they came back at the beginning of 2020 and apologized. The company apologized, and Miyu is back on social media, and she's just posting about her day-to-day. I did hear that Rio dated her for a bit longer, but I'm not sure if they're still together, and that is a story about how a fan got plastic surgery and slept with her idols.